Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program, where I now have the DLC, so I can make some of that other stuff I wanted to make. However, we were in the middle of something. Also, I redid this landing on this planet, and it was the best landing I've ever done, so naturally I was recording during it, but it landed very slowly and elegantly, and nothing bad happened at all. Except for we were sliding down the hill. But then I discovered that if you just turn on the brakes, at least I think it's the brakes that did it, either that or I slid down the hill a little bit, but like purposely using the thrusters to go further and stuff. So I either went down the hill so I'm no longer on enough of the hill so it stopped, or I just applied the brakes, which apparently work. But anyway, if we're making any new stuff, since we're right here anyway, and I already made another save, so don't worry. We can try to head toward Dres, if we want to. It's our next stop on our way to Jupiter. Jupiter's the end goal. I already made a save, don't need to save again. I got all the ore and everything, so let's go. All that stuff. And for now. So let's open. Did I not close that? It's gonna make that go up again. Wait a second. Till the drill's done, and then I can put it back. Electric charge is going down slightly. I think it's just from the drill moving. Okay. Remove the brakes, and let's begin takeoff. Well, we just need to escape from this little moon, and then we're gonna go get an orbit around it, and then from this side we're gonna accelerate and escape from Mars. And move head on to the next planet until we get stuck somewhere in space, inevitably. Until then, we're fine. Okay. Gonna be in a weird orbit, but it doesn't matter much. We're going to escape it. Get into space, I believe. Like the space around the sun again, I guess. Yes. I don't know how high you need to be on this planet to start orbiting it, but it says we're in orbit, as in we're at orbit height. I'll go here and add a maneuver. There we go, that'll be good enough. Go into position. There we go. Then skip to when we're supposed to start it. And go. We're in this weird orbit. We want to, from this side, add maneuver and this until we escape orbit. That is getting me escape from. That'll give me orbit around the planet to the next stop. Then we need to escape that planet. So get into maneuver position. We're no longer at fear of landing on planets or anything, so open up this stuff again. Okay, fast drop forward. There, basically exactly. And yes, then we'll get an orbit of the planet. So basically, once we're here, I need to again accelerate. Wait a bit until we escape from the planet. Like so. So now if I fast forward to that, go really fast, just a few days in the future. Whoa. Okay. Should have gotten in position first, but whatever, this will be fun. And that's enough. Now we're leaving the orbit of the planet. So warp there. Goodbye, Mars. It was fun seeing you. Luna, Mars, you know, see me. Wait a few days. Watch them float away in the distance. Okay. Now we just go forward in time. Until we're no longer in orbit. Any second now. There we go. There, we're no longer orbiting it. You can still see it over there. If you look closely right there. But we're no longer orbiting it. So now what we need to do is set Dres as target. To take care of the ascending node. Which way am I going? Just T-1 here. We're going counterclockwise. So go to the descending node. If I may. Descending node. And normal it up, I believe. Yeah, it's getting less. Point 6. 0.3. 0.2. 0. A little bit more. There, that'll be good. It'll take 2 minutes and it'll take 230 days to get to that point. So let's get in position 230 days ahead of time. So we can see the front side bright light, plus it's better for the solar panels. Then we hit the speed button and I'll probably skip this a little bit, so BRB. Okay, now we're in position. Sun's over there, so rotate a little. Not that I need all the energy, but now we need to do this for a few minutes so that our orbit isn't all weirdly. Because if you look, the thing we're going for is like at an angle like that, where we're basically going to copy that angle, so it'll be easier to get to it. Going up now, it's almost there. And we'll stop, and then the hardest part is actually reaching the planet we're going for. If it is a planet, it might just be a big meteor. I don't know what asteroid. Although it's as big as a planet. Bigger than the moon, rather. Maybe not as big as a planet. It's like moon size. I don't know. Dwarf planet. We'll go for the dwarf planet. And refuel there. Since we're already running out of fuel again. Let's see. Now we have 0.00, etc. That's 21. I think that stuff's fine. So now we go like here. And we say, just hypothetically, if I were to do this. Oh, that's very close. I might be able to do this very quickly. Something like that, and then go get in there. Okay, there we go. For a second. That'll give us connection with the planet. Okay. Get in a position for that. Dwarf planet, whatever that thing is. But I remember it was moon gravity, so we can definitely land on it. So now we hit this button again and wait, it's only 26 days, so not very long compared to what we just waited. Yeah, I should have cut this out too, it's a little while. But we're almost there. Okay, very close. Now, burn. flame is blue. Is that blue? I think it's blue. Now there are engines that are even more, I think, efficient than these, but they are very small, and it would take forever to do this. Running for 2 minutes is a long time. Imagine how much with the other ones. I usually stick with these and just stack them up so there's more of them. Although this is probably the coolest ship I made for actually going to planets. You know, the double orange design before, my ships basically just always look like that. This is way cooler. In my humble opinion. This is fun to watch. But maybe I'll cut up more of this in the future. We'll make it to Dres, or planet, which I don't remember. Maybe it's new from when I play game, or maybe I just forgot it existed. But I don't think I've been there. So why would you go there? It's kind of meh. Oh, I can still do that a little bit. Not quite there yet. Make it as exact as possible so we don't just end up not where we're supposed to cut. I accidentally boosted a lot at the last second. Okay, so now we're very close, not quite. How can I make that work? Because I went too far, do I just slightly slow down? I think that's all I have to do. Just go retrograde and slow down a bit. It will be fine. Get confused with the controls sometimes. I'm sorry. The slow one. That should be good, right? Seems to be flashing a little bit between it, but we're seemingly in the right spot. Why is flashing like that? That's a little unnerving. Well, let's get closer. Amidst the Great Warp, which will take a year. So, see you in a little bit. Okay, it's been a little bit. Apparently we should be able to see the planet soon. It's somewhere behind us over here. I don't see it, so it must not be very big. We're about to encounter it in little bits. Let me warp to that point. You should hopefully see it somewhere. close. Okay, we're in orbit now. Around it. I don't even see the planet. Where is it? Oh, it's right. Is it hidden? We're in a very big orbit around it. Add a maneuver when we get there. And slow down. Slow down. Working. Where is the thing I am looking at? Where's the planet? Orbit there. It's either that way or this way somewhere. Where's the planet I'm looking for? It's supposed to be here. Oh, there it is. It's right there. So it's over there. It's very tiny. See it right there. So I need to go here. And again, slow this thing down. Just slow down a lot. Okay, I might have been too far. Go, there's an orbit. Very weird orbit, but it's a start. Get into position. It will. Oh, I thought I saw it was this thing was the planet, but it's not. I don't even see the thing we're orbiting, but let's start orbiting. Or the thing we're gonna orbit, but let's do it anyway. This will take 2 minutes to burn. We'll have an orbit, and we can work from there. Our fuel is lasting, but this will probably be the last huge burn we have to do before we land on it. Which I guess does also take fuel to not crash, but... It's okay if this one goes a little bit longer, so I don't need to be exact with this one. Hopefully the fuel lasts. It's just getting very low. Might just not have enough fuel on this thing to make it to this planet. Even with all the fuel that I lined up. Can at least get an orbit, then at least they won't just be drifting off around the sun. They can at least orbit something, you know. I think we're gonna run out of fuel before we get into orbit. That's the problem. Wrong. No, we might just make it. Worst case scenario, they're stuck floating around this planet for all time. Since they're orbiting a planet, we can potentially go save them one day. If we decide to. And yes, in an orbit. Over that very tiny speck. We're in orbit. So this is where I make a save. What's this place called? Orbiting Dres. It's Dres. I hope it's Dres. I didn't even have to Dres. So now we orbit Dres. And it is very tiny, and we don't have a lot of fuel. But if I were to go retrograde, I might be able to slow down enough to land. We will try it. But we have a save where we're already orbiting it, so if that doesn't work out, we'll just go back to the orbiting and we'll leave them out in space forever. And we'll go build stuff back on Earth, or Kerbal again. So now, if I burn, I can get a much closer orbit where I can actually see the planet. That'll be fine. So let's warp to when we're really close, so we can actually see it. Where's this thing I'm orbiting? Did I see it for a second? I'm not sure. Should be getting closer. No idea. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's down there. Whoa. Okay, there it is. Majestic. It's just another moon, basically. Looking thing. Now we probably do not have enough fuel to land on this. I'm going to save. Oh, I already have a save orbiting it. We'll leave it at that. And let's just try to land on the planet. Minimal fuel. I don't think it's possible, actually. We'll fail, and then we'll not do it. Try it again. Out of fuel. It's a nice little orbit, though, we're in. Okay, everybody, you're now trapped in space forever. Where's the thing we're orbiting again? I've lost it again. It looked pretty big a second ago. There. It should be up above us. See it? Oh, there it is. Okay. This weird orbit where we're gonna sometimes be below it and sometimes above it. And this is where this will be their coffin in space where they just stay forever. Sorry, not enough fuel to make it. This is not a very, the engines are fuel efficient, but the shaping of this and everything, it's not very efficient. It would be much more efficient to just be like a big cylinder or something, I guess. But I wanted it to look. So I have no regrets. So, goodbye, everybody. It was nice knowing you. With the rest of the time in this episode, let's go try out new parts, because there should be a lot of them now. Because I had the DLC. I don't know what is new, unfortunately. What's that? Oh, that just means there's different colors of it. So yeah, I could search for what's new. I don't think there's anything new in here. External fuel duct. That's what we heard. Maybe they go at the bottom, in which case this is just the other thing, right? The one that turns orange. Yeah. So don't go at the bottom. Where's the new stuff? Is this thing new? I remember seeing this. Everything has weird names, so I'll never know. New engines, though. I don't remember a Bobcat. Meow. One of those engines gives more than enough thrust to jump as high in the sky, so we gave you two. The Cheetah liquid fuel engine. Skiff. How does Skiff compare to mainsail? Not as much. There's a lot of parts. What's a Quadlac? So, change its color to other stuff. cowling options, and no gimbal. Not needed then. Okay, that's enough of that. Where's all the good new stuff? Structural panel, where these a thing? Make those now. That's structural panel. Robotics. Is that a whole new section? Yeah, this is the new stuff right here. This is what I want. Engine plates. What's this do? I don't know what that is. You like put an engine? Decoupler ejection force. What's a decoupler? Very confused. Anyway, that's also a decoupler. Borrowed from a local farmer, this decoupler originally housed small animals, now capable of housing small parts. Fascinating. Clampotron. Comes with monopropellant. Aerodynamic stuff. Fan shrouds. It's a large ducted fan blade. So is this like a propeller? Is it like just a fan? What is this? I'm going to have to learn a lot of science. Storage unit, container module. Okay, let's start with something simple. Let's make a plane looking thing. You know, like this. And the fuel, where's the fuel? That's the size I'm looking at. No, it's not the size. FL take. Everything's got weird names. Down here, the liquid fuel. That's very small. Mark 1 liquid fuel. That was a Mark 0. Is Mark 0 new? Is there Mark 0 stuff now? I don't see it. Pomegranate. That was new. Re-entry module. Is this another? There's somebody in that. Pomegranate. Fits somebody in that thing. That's new. Mark 2 command. That was. I thought that was been here. No, that's Mark 1, 3. This was just Mark 2. Very mysterious. What's this thing? I need to stop getting distracted. Get another fuel thing. For now. That's what we'll do. And then go to aerodynamics. There's like a tail piece in here somewhere. Put a tail on the back, or the connector B. There we go. That'll be fine. I'm gonna make the VTOL thing. You know how we kind of made one? This one will actually be able to do its the turning stuff, I think. Need to get a basic blueprint of one set up first, and then we'll try out. Oh, propeller blades. I didn't notice those. That's how you can make helicopters and stuff. For ease of use, I'll probably just use jets first, try to, and then we'll try some other stuff. That's the really big Delta one. Don't need wings that big. Regular Delta is fine, in my opinion. Just want them to be the right way. That's adequate. I should just make this a drone so nobody explodes. So even though I put a cockpit on it, controlled by drone, I hit a weird button. Advanced mode. Oh, yeah. Although I can filter by manufacturer, so I can only get the certain types. Interesting. That's intense. I won't need to look at that right now. This is that size 1. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll put that container thing, you know, this thing, and just put power generator in it so it doesn't just turn off. Just one little one of these, just so it doesn't turn off. Should be good enough. Move the wings as needed, so do not worry about those. I'll go back to that. That's good enough for now. Now I think robotics, light duty rotor, torque, light duty, oh no. I'm gonna have to learn how to use all of this stuff. Rotation servo. A medium high torque servo that can rotate attached parts to 360 degrees. Make sure any evil robots you construct with it can see behind themselves. Yeah. It's a small version, flush. So like if I take these and put them on the end of these. Then get... I think actually it might be aerodynamics, or like an engine pre-cooler. How big is that? I think it's a bit bigger than I expected. It's the smallest of this Mark 1 size I can get. That's huge. Not what I'm looking for. Is this the size? Basically that, but fuel would be good, but I'll accept this. Just get rid of the oxidizer in it. Now, presumably this is not going to let me put the stuff on it unless I rotate it. So wait, rotate it this way first. Like at a weird angle, let's fix that. Stuff straight. Slightly deeper. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. A little bit more this way. That should be fine, I hope. Now this should be at the center of mass. Kinda doing it wrong. Alrighty, now that I think about it. There's no reason this, I can just like make it go through stuff. Okay, we're gonna try something a little wacky, so stand by. Be at a nice then there's a rocket nose go. Spike one. Which one's the best? Take of air of 2, 2.5. I'll take the 2 over here. Those will be fine. Then put the little efficient ones that we really like. It's Panther. There we go. And then they can like rotate. First needs to be center of mass. Like so. Let's put the other stuff we know we're gonna need on it, like landing gear and stuff, before I worry about where the weight is. The small ones are the smallest ones that are retractable. I like things to be retractable. Does need to be mostly straight. Maybe medium would be better. There it is. Although I don't have much hanging down, so back to the small. Like that. Maybe more so it's not poking out. And then just put one on the front. Ish. And then we do all of our rotation. Let me rotate like so. And we're gonna move you in a little bit. So you're more in level with the others. The others might move in a little bit. Alright, you know what? I think you're mostly fine. Now, actions. How do I make this motor, these things work? Servo, gauge motor drive. Set to build angle, engagement, toggle motor gauge. I don't know. I should have actually known how to do it before I tried. Work in progress. Oh. Hit save, and let's see if it doesn't just explode immediately. I don't know if it's connected. Actually, the fuel might not be connected to the engines. And it's bouncing. But it's not a problem I expected to have. Is the suspension too powerful? What's happening? Don't know. Okay. It's because that's too far up. I think that's too far up. I think that's what's going on there. Like it thinks that it's... Let's just do a little of this. Perhaps... Let's see. No oxidizer and items, right? So I can change the color and stuff. It's fine for now. Let's add the elevons. Everybody loves elevons. We do that mode. Does it put them on better? No. Was that a second ago? It did something. I don't know. Just put them on like usual. Then we have to manually rotate them and stuff. Why would they go in the right direction? Is that as far as you're allowed to move? No, you can go a little bit closer. Go a little this way. I guess that's good enough. Then add another batch. Then very intense. Now move. I think it's like I need to go to or this mode. Maybe this will work better. No, it's the same thing. Okay. Never mind. This one needs to go this way and then up a little. Good enough. Okay. And let's add a wing on the back, a little tail wing thing. I could add winglets, canards, whatever. Tail fin. It's a tail fin. It's designed for tail fin. that, I guess. And elevons. Elevons. Everybody loves elevons. Those ones just go on perfectly. Okay, good enough. Now, where are the canards again? Those are good. I remember if they're the top or the bottom. There's the canard. Something like that would be fine. I'm just adding this stuff because the plane I had that worked really well had them, so I'm adding them. Standard canard. Where's the advanced one? That one is at the top. I can see locations. This is the one I put near the front of the other one. This time, don't block the door with it. That one can be down a little. That's fine. Now we see if it just, again, explodes from bouncing for some reason. Which, that's not even a problem I thought I was going to have. It still bounces weird. Let's see. Steering, brakes. Friction control, auto. Override. Don't know what. Bouncing. It's bouncing. Oh, so it's like not on straight? What's happening? This is very mysterious. It flies like a plane, though, it seems. So, other than the bounciness, it's functional. Remember if I'm missing anything that the other plane had. Besides the air brake, that would be good to have. Let's just go straight and see how fast this thing can get. I can go pretty fast. Not going to be catching on fire anytime soon, though. Doesn't go that fast. So is there? Yeah, there's nobody in it. It's his drone, so it's fine. So look, the wheels have lights on them. Interesting. Ravart flight. Add air brake for completion's sake. Again, don't know what's up with bounciness, but I need to figure out how to make this thing work. Allow full rotation. Angle limit. That's what I want. I don't know how much of an angle we're dealing with, though. There we go. Target angle. Like that. And then, assuming that's still center of mass, which is not quite anymore, but we can fix that. That seems good enough. And now I need a way to make it do its thing. Just when I press 1. That this, not that here. Oh, this is fine. I want it to return to build angle. And when I press 2, I want it to engage motor drive. We'll test it. Now, does it just start upright? In which case I need to do the opposite. If I press this on, does it even take off? It does, and if I press 2, nothing happens. If I press 1, they rotate in opposite directions, and it explodes. But, like, one side worked the right way. I changed, so they both changed. Motorized motor. Very mysterious. Might have to just make them separate. Unless there's a way to, like, make it so that they're not mirrored. I don't know how. Let's just try to use it when it's sitting still. Even though I think I just shut off what I was supposed to do, so I won't do anything. Nothing. Still don't know what's up with the bounciness, just I'll add stability stuff. Maybe that's all the problem is. Struts. Yes, from the undo that. Go into tube mode. That, then over to the thing itself. No, it's the way. You attach to wing. Then we add from wing to this thing. Why is that at a weird angle? I connected it onto the wrong thing. That might explain everything, actually. I did is connected it onto the little thing in there, and that's why everything's wobbly. That'll take care of that. I don't want to use it. Back to the problem with these. So I wanted to do that. It shows up fine on this screen. Oh, this is what you want, right? My problem is what I did. Instead of engage motor drive, what else is there to do? Set the build angle. Toggle motor engaged. I don't know. Let's try it. That one goes further for some reason, and then it explodes. Very mysterious. It wasn't bouncing anymore. Fix the bouncing. The entire thing was attached onto that little generator I had inside of this thing instead of this thing, so it's not good. Also, these are longer than the wheels, which I should have anticipated. So we'll have to replace these wheels anyway. So let's do that. We'll just get the medium. The mediums are premium after all. If it's even big enough, that is. Want the wheel. Okay. Those are not even largest just for this. The alternative would be to make it so that this is up more. I don't know, it's very as it is now. Let's do large, like a bit larger. We can try. That would be tall enough. Just rotate it the other way. Would be tall enough. Just we'll move it out more. I could do that. Efficient this way. Do that. And then it was large, right? Do another one on the middle of this. Rotate. Not that much. Now I need to go into fine-tune mode. Make it so it's like level, please. This one we can move either side. First do the rotate around, because okay, that will have to do. Big wheels. Save that. Traverse rate, target angle, Let's glue it in again. Okay. Now, everything, so nothing's exploding. Put on the brakes so that doesn't move. I think the lights come on for the brakes. That's nice. Now when I press 1, it goes upside down. This is what I'm supposed to do it all. It's only moving this side at all. Can I lift off with this at least? Center of mass may not be exact. It goes up. I can't get it to go into the other mode I want, but like it's flyable like this. This is working as a helicopter type thing, basically. So, I guess it's working. Put the wheels back down. Slow down. Try to land again. Air brake, I need that on. Okay, mostly stable. I just need to figure out how to actually make the motor servo things work the way I want. Now, are they actually separate? Like, am I clicking on this one and only getting that one? Also, this one. It works on both of them. Base set to build angle. Is that the one that makes it go upside down? The other one. Motor. Disengage motor drive. How do I make it go in which direction? It should rotate in both directions, right? I am very confused. So we can engineer section. No, switch editor just goes to this. I don't want that. Back over here. Motor size and output. Target angle minus 90. That's backwards for some reason. No, 0, yeah, that makes sense. Start at 0. Disallow full rotation and just do... Confusion. Zero, and we want it to go to negative 9. So I actually, this is just a way I can type with something. I can just type what I want. Target angle 0. I don't want the max to be 0. 90. That, not 80. 90. Okay. And then when we go in here, toggle motor engaged and reset to build angle. It'll hopefully work. Let's see what happens when I push both of those buttons. Press 1, nothing happens. Press 2, nothing happens. Okay. Just a plane now, though, right? Let's see if it runs fine in this forward-facing angle as well. It's veering very much to the left. And we lost the tail. Doesn't actually do anything anyway, so it's fine. It's very quick. Let's just go straight, see how fast we can end this episode here, and next time we'll come back and try and figure out how to make this work. Motor is disengaged. Why is it disengaged? I enable it now when I press 1 and 2, right? Just turning it off. I want it to, like, actually do something now. Let the building. Auto shift to state. This is very confusing. I might just look it up next for next time. Set to build does nothing now. Toggle motor engaged does toggle servo. Let's set the other one. Okay, now let's try that. They both go down. Press 1, they go for it. Oh, I made it work. I did it. Somehow. Okay. So basically you do this, and you take off. Rotate a little bit. Okay. And then when you're ready to fly forward, you do this. It worked. Excellent. I don't know why I even bothered with the big tail, it just doesn't really help. Anyway. I guess it's just cute. Okay. I have a working VTOL plane. I don't think it's as easy to control as my other bigger one, but that's just because I didn't put as much work into it. And it needs the huge freaking wheels on it. But this worked. When it comes time to land, let's see. Messed up the landing. I didn't want to land in the hills though. Put off the brakes. Go back the other way. Go to the wide open fields. Don't want the hills to interfere. Start slowing down, enable air brakes and wheels. This. And we should slow down and land vertically. Except it's not easy. Maybe I need more air brakes. Going downwards now. Do a little bit of speed up just so. Well, it landed. It did land. Okay. Vertical takeoff or landing worked. The landing, a little hard, but honestly, I don't have a problem with landing the normal way anyway, so I need for the takeoff. Land. But this is a cool proof of concept. It worked. So, everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.